Hello ladies and gentlemen, how you doing today? My name's Bilify, and today we have a brand new glove in the game of slap battles. That glove is going to be the Equalizer glove. The Equalizer glove has 60 power, 14 speed, and the ability is to align fate. Interesting. This is a passive glove, and it requires 13,500 slaps to be able to use. Interesting glove design on it. It's like a fabric, almost. Let's go ahead and let's test this out. I do not. Oh, what just happened there? I can't tell what's happening. Hold on. Let me turn off my hit effects. What is happening? I'm so confused how this works. What the? Oh, you fling when you slap someone. This is like having, if you know Minecraft, if you get slapped by something, they go in the direction that you get slapped. So it's like thorns in that. So you could slap and go with them, or if somebody else slaps you, they're gonna go with you as well. So this is an incentive-based glove to keep somebody alive. It's really good for getting slaps because you're gonna be like constantly in battle with somebody. So with this glove, it's a base of 60 knockback per hit. It's not like if they have a more stronger glove, it's gonna do more knockback. If they have a weaker glove, it's still gonna give them 60. So he had just that small amount of knockback right there. So I think it's around 60 knockback power that they get per slap. Think of it like Minecraft thorns. Gravity had a good example there. So the Equalizer glove is pretty intriguing. This glove is really good. It's kind of a deterrent for people to come and slap you, because if they do slap you, they're gonna get that thorns knockback. But it can also be really good for grinding slaps, because wherever you slap them or wherever they slap you, you're gonna be in the same spot. So you could just sit there and trade hits over and over again. That's what I could see happening with the Equalizer. I think this is gonna be a good slap grinding glove. And it's got high power. 60 power is a lot. Most gloves are in like the 50s. But there's some other things in this update. Like the tournament got an update. The notification is still the same, but we can see that there's an intermission. What is going on with the intermission here? I think there's a new audio for this too. Oh, nice. It's like the actual slap battles map. That's sick. Oh, listen to this audio. Oh, it brings it back to the classic slap battles theme. Yo, what is that? Is that piece of island gonna... Oh, I thought it would. Yo, that's sick. Look at that. Oh, it takes off big chunks. Yo, they turn into fire, and I'm assuming if you walk into it, yeah, you get burned a little bit. So it's no longer just a plain gray block that shrinks. It's an actual slap battles island that you can see burns away. That's actually crazy. Yo, this almost sounds like I'm fighting the Eternal Bob boss. This song name is called Mortal Enemies, and you can find it on SoundCloud on the link in the description below. You can see on my top right that my health is going down by standing in here, but it's not like it insta-kills you. I'm assuming once it gets down to this last island, it'll start burning everybody. Uh-oh. The island's turning into sand? Oh, what? Oh, there it goes. Oh, yo! Quad kill. Nobody won at the top. Look at that. We all died at the same exact instant. That's crazy. Another thing they also updated is you can see people's chats. The bubble chat has shifted. They have changed it to the newer thing that Roblox is pushing. It's with the system, and you can see the chat on the left-hand side over here is also changed. Our God's Hand homies, this is now 60,000 slaps. It has gone up. I think it was either at 50k or 55k last time. Poltergeist got a much-needed nerf. This glove was insanely overpowered. They increased the cooldown when you turn into a Poltergeist ghost from 1 second to 5 seconds. So, what they mean by that is if you go into the Poltergeist itself, like this, you can't use this ability for another 5 seconds. You used to be able to use it after 1 second, but no, they changed it to where it's now 5 seconds, which is a much needed change. Much needed change because it was being spammed like crazy. Track users, you have been nerfed slightly. They have increased the cooldown on this from 10 seconds to 12 seconds. Stun users, you have been nerfed. They added a 5-second spawn cooldown for stun, so you can no longer use this, reset, and come back in immediately with the fresh stun. You gotta wait that 5 seconds now. Trap users get a slight buff. Your traps no longer last 30 seconds. They now last an additional 10 seconds for 40 seconds. And with trap, you're now immune to your own slowdown effects. Standing in this trap, we can see that once we do get free from this, we are no longer set by the slowdown penalty of this trap, whereas if somebody else were to stand in this trap, they would get a slowdown. When he tries to move, he will be a little bit slowed, whereas this would have happened to the main user, it no longer does. Yeah. You can see the difference. Male users, you have been nerfed. There is now a 5-second spawn cooldown for male, so you can no longer get in, wait like a short little second, and then use male. Parry users, you have gotten a much needed nerf. You were pretty overpowered being able to slap and parry at the exact same time. You are no longer able to do that. You must choose to either slap or parry. No longer will you be able to multitask. This was a much needed nerf. Lawnmower users, you have gotten a nerf as well. This one is also a much needed nerf. They added a 5-second spawn cooldown for lawnmower Lawnmower. I think it was like a second beforehand, and it needed an increase because people would just bypass the cooldown, and we can't have that. Druid users, you have been nerfed. Actually, pretty big nerf for Druid here. Druid's range was reduced by half. You should still be pretty effective with this glove, but it being decreased by half is pretty large. So when you throw this now, you'll see that it goes to about right here and stops, instead of going all the way to the edge of the map where it would have beforehand. The clock glove had a model change. When placing this, you can see now the clock is different. It's like a much brighter color. Pretty nifty. And extended users, you have been nerfed or / changed. This was a poll earlier in the week, and they talked about it. They increased the power of this by 10, decreased the ragdoll time slightly, and made flicking a lot harder to pull off. This glove is probably still going to be insanely good to use. It's just now a little bit nerfed because it was just insanely hard to combat against if there was a competent extended user. Like if you found somebody who was really good with slapping and they had extended and you had a glove that was like a passive glove or something that didn't have range, you were in trouble. And it didn't matter the user. Once you got hit once, you were kind of cooked. Alright, so let's see. You could definitely run away if need be, and if you get caught, you could still try to jump after them, but if you do get slapped, you can run away. Okay, cool. Extended users, you should still have fun with this glove. It's not like it's unusable now. It's still going to be one of the top slap grinding gloves. It's just going to be easier for people to escape your hit chains. So they said that they fixed the Redacted glove, but they're still working on the fix. Right now, if you try to use this glove and somebody goes into the portal, it's not going to teleport them. They know about it. They're going to be trying to fix it within the week. They fixed the bug with Hunter where it was breaking the UI. If you go into your inventory, the slap glove registry in here should now work fluently. There were still a couple bugs that were happening with it, but now if you go and search for a glove, let's just say like the flex, it'll show up perfectly. There were some rare data slap loss issues. That's been fixed, so if you were in a game and you lost like 100 or 1,000 slaps, that should be fixed hopefully. And for our hacker goobermen who were teleporting themselves to the zombie game mode after it was gone, that has been fixed. And a super duper secret change, they made the skybox 0.00001% brighter. Can you tell? But ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be everything in this Equalizer glove update. Pretty good update, a lot of nerfs, an interesting glove, which is going to change the dynamic of how a lot of people fight this. It's a passive glove, so range is going to be good, but if you slap it with like extended, you're still going to get that like thorn feeling. Hitting it with gloves like shackle, track, ping pong, I'm not sure about slicer, but anything ranged that is not counting as an actual slap should work out well. But ladies and gentlemen, I hope that you all have an amazing rest of your day or night whenever you do end up watching this, and we shall see you in the next one. Later!